that the show isn't so bad if you look past the visuals, but I have, and nearly went blind doing it. What I see are horrible characters, bad voice acting, and inconsistent writing in the time span of 11 minutes. It gets nothing right. Alfei gets back to his normal age, but the other two don't get older. TMI, buddy. TMI. They make it to the future where, oh my god, they've learned about dominant color. It only took them to the literal end of time to figure it out, but they finally got it. Yes, scenes that focus on one particular color usually look better than ones that are all over the place. At the end of time, they fight a badly animated watch thing, and I don't care. I'm just happy that they're giving some mercy to my eyes. To defeat the watch thing, they go back in time and... Duh! My eyes! Ow! Okay, you fuckers. That's it. It is so on. I am taking whatever's left of this piece of shit down!
Stop.
I don't have time for this, old man. This show nearly left me blind. I don't want to know what kind of damage this has actually done to me.
Sometimes the louder that you shout, the less the people will hear you.
What's that supposed to mean?
I told you. You weren't ready for Renseek's help. It changed you too much. You're becoming angrier, more brutal, and more sporadic.
So what? It allowed me to take on some of the worst, things I could never imagine taking on. Once upon a time, the splinter made me vomit. Now I laugh at the person I once was. I have the power to take on anything now.
Power is nothing without grace. You may know how to unleash all this anger, but there's still much you have to learn. There's a where and when, and now is not the time.
Look around you, old guy. This is the worst design show I've ever seen. A show has never given me this much eye strain before. I can barely keep my eyes open. How can this be not the time to release my inner anger? Right, I never used to be able to talk. There was always this inner storm that I could never get out. Now that it is out, I can't seem to contain it.
If you can do it here, you can do it anywhere. Finish this review.
Alright, I'll try. And I'll try to do it calmly. Alfei goes through time and gets a bunch of his former selves. Altogether, they topple the big bad in a really brutal display. I could bring up the fact that Alfei, the worst character, is almost always the one who saves the day. But on another note, this episode reminds me of an episode of SpongeBob, Back to the Past. That episode might be a little hard to watch because of a rather harsher in hindsight joke that I don't have time to delve into here. But the episode ends with a bunch of clones of past SpongeBob and Patrick coming in and confusing Man Ray into submission, and it is one of the funniest endings I've seen. In fact, it probably would be number 26 on my modern SpongeBob list, that currently Viacom has removed, but I digress. Here though, this is just really disgusting, not to mention that the wild animation makes it hard to sit through in its own right.
How do you feel?
Angry, insulted, the usual. I don't know what I or anyone was really expecting. From the art style, you can tell it's going to be either really avant-garde or really incompetently made. And for the concept, you know that it's the former. If you can get past the overly bright colors, and that's a hard if, the characters provide nothing to like. They're bland at best and jerks at worst. The voice acting doesn't help matters, and the writing can't keep things straight in 11 minutes. Despite having a distinctive visual style, the writing doesn't lend this world any real identity beyond an LSD trip.
No rage. How interesting.
Why would there be rage? After this, I'm looking forward to the next atrocity. All I gotta do is stare at a dog's giant anus for 22 minutes. After what I've been through today, that's nothing.